Ready for medical career growth? Yes, you are in the right place. Hello, this is Dr. Neema Bish, BDS by degree and a pharma professional. As a founder of Career in Pharma, our mission is to guide medical professionals towards remarkable success in the pharma industry. With a track record of over 700 plus students trained and placed into various premier pharma companies, we are here to elevate your journey. Hello everyone, once again I welcome you all to Career in Pharma, and this is another episode of important interview question answer series for pharmacovigilance, where we are going to talk about the largest, biggest database in this world. Yes, that is Vigibase. So in today's video we are going to talk about Vigibase, which is one of the important interview question इन फार्माकोविजिलेंस. सो कोई अगर आपसे पूछता है कि सबसे बड़ा डेटाबेस फार्माकोविजिलेंस के अंदर क्या है, तो आपको बताना है विजीबेस. दैट शुड बी योर आंसर, एंड उसके बाद यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट द बेसिक डिटेल्स ऑफ द विजीबेस. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद दिस वीडियो. So as the name is suggesting, Vigibase means some base, that is the database. So Vigibase is a WHO, World Health Organization's global ICSR database, which is a global ICSR database. See, like we all know, in the past video also I explained you Argus, ARISG, these are the database software used inside pharmacovigilance in various companies for ICSR case processing. Similarly, Vigibase is a WHO global database. Why we are saying global database? Because across the world, all the countries which are in the program of WHO International Drug Monitoring System, which are the participant in that program, they also give inputs to this database. So that is why this is WHO global database, that is ICSR database, and it is one of the largest database in this world. Why largest? Because till date this database is having more than 35 million reports. Can you imagine? More than 35 million reports of suspected adverse effects of medicine submitted by, now who is submitting data to this WHO global database? Definitely the member countries of WHO program for international drug monitoring. So there was something called a WHO International Drug Monitoring Program, which was established in 1968, and since then there are many countries who are part of this WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. So all these countries are the member countries. All these countries are also submitting data of adverse event reports to this Vigibase, that is the WHO global database for ICSR, okay, for individual case safety report. Now this is continuously updated because this is the database where continuously reports are coming. So definitely they are updating it continuously with the incoming reports, with the old reports. Yes, so this is what is Vigibase, that is the world's largest database by WHO. Now since 1978, the Uppsala Monitoring Center, that is one of the collaborating center for drug monitoring in collaboration with WHO, is Uppsala Monitoring Center, Uppsala, which is located in Sweden. So since 1978, UMC on behalf of WHO have been maintaining. So next question is, who is maintaining this database? Although it's a WHO database, but it is maintained, serviced, take care by UMC. Okay, so UMC is taking care, maintaining this Vigibase. Yes, now in this Vigibase you can find safety profile of multiple drugs, vaccine, and these data, whatever data is there in this Vigibase, this data are used not just used by WHO, UMC, even pharmaceutical industries, academic institutions and regulatory authorities worldwide are using this data for statistical signal detection, upcoming periodic reports, ICSR comparison with company database, and studying the reporting patterns. So this database is used worldwide by different pharma companies also. Definitely for that there is a requirement of a permission which WHO UMC gives to their these countries who are partnered with them in this WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. Now the data, from where the data is coming to this VigiBase, definitely all the countries are submitting, all the pharma companies are submitting. Other than this data is predominantly post-marketing data of serious and non-serious adverse event reports, and it is collected from each of its 110 members. So 110 members are the contributors for this VigiBase to have the database inside this VigiBase. So predominantly the data is post-marketing serious and non-serious adverse event reports. It is collected from each of 110 member states, which currently comprises to over 10 million ICSRs. Okay, so you can say about 100,000 ICSRs they are adding each every year with the help of these contributors, these participating members. Yes. Now who are all are the contributors, which I already mentioned? All the countries who are part of this WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. So it is mandatory for all the participating country. There are more than 110 member states actually. Yes, and there are some associate members also. So these participating countries members have to submit the ICSR to UMC, which is a compulsory mandatory activity, via its appointed national center based in the respective member states. And again, these national centers, like we have NCC in India, that is National Coordination Centers for Adverse Event Reporting. Similarly, different countries have different national center authorities, and these are authorized by regulatory authority or health authority of any country. Now these reports will be sent by these countries to UMC, and this they will send first, before sending to WHO UMC. Every country will send these reports to their respective national center. For example, in India we are sending into National Coordination Centers, that is NCC. Now here who can send it to NCC? See, the sponsor, the pharma companies can send, the doctors can send, healthcare professionals inside hospital. As a consumer, I can also submit my report to this National Coordination Center or any regional centers. All can submit the report to NCC, that is the National Coordination Center or National Center for any country. And then from here it will go to WHO UMC. So the most of the participating members have a well established system for collection of ICSR, so that they can send it to WHO UMC. So not directly countries are sending, they are sending it via their national centers. Okay, that is National Coordination Centers like we have in India. Now here also not just regulatory authority or pharma companies are sending the reports. Even as a consumer you can send, the hospitals can send, the doctors can send on behalf of their patients. So this is how these are the contributors to this database, VigiBase, where all the adverse event reports are coming. Yes, so it is not just WHO UMC is collecting, giving the data. Data is taken care by the contributor countries, NCC centers, and database is taken care by WHO UMC. Yes. So other point is this VigiBase has a coherence and quality, and it is well maintained by WHO UMC. So the VigiBase database system is linked to medical and drug classification also, that is WHO Drug Dictionary and MEDRA. Okay, because these are international dictionaries for coding adverse event and drug, and this database, that is VigiBase, is very well coordinated, very well linked to these dictionaries, that is MEDRA and WHO drug dictionaries. Now these classifications enable structured data entry, retrieval and analysis at different levels of precision and aggregation. Because we all know WHO drug dictionary and MEDRA dictionary, these are universal, these are used at an universal level. So which helps in uniformity, which helps in data retrieval, which helps in data entry, which helps in data analysis at any point of time. So as a part of automated entry process for Vigibase, each incoming report is checked according to predefined quality criteria. Then syntactic accuracy is obtained using control vocabularies. Values entered are then compared and checked against the reference classifications. So this is the way this database has a very good coherence and quality, and it has integrated MEDRA and WHO drug dictionary like other database like Argus, ARISG all have WHO DD and MEDRA, right? Similarly, Vigibase also has MEDRA and WHO drug dictionaries, that is inside that database. Yes, now this database covers all the corners of the world. That's why it is having more than 35 million reports on adverse event, that is suspected adverse events. So since 1978, UMC, that is Uppsala Monitoring Center, has been responsible for the development and maintenance of Vigibase. So next question, interviewer may ask you, who is maintaining who is maintaining this WHO database, that is Vigibase? Okay, that is UMC is maintaining. Since when they are maintaining? Okay, so who all are contributors to this Vigibase? So since 1978, UMC is responsible for the development and maintenance. Development as well as maintenance of Vigibase, that is the largest database. Now over 140 more countries have since joined the original 10 countries that formed the network in the late 1960s. So in late 1960s there were close to 120-130 members. Now there are more than 140 more countries after 1960. So this gives the database broad global population coverage because different countries are becoming the member now. So there is a variety in the population which gives the diversity, which gives the which helps a lot in statistical analysis, because this database gives you a broad global population coverage, because a report can come from India, can come from Africa, can come from US. So you can see how diverse the population is, right? So there is a broad global population coverage in this database, although there is disproportionate representation absolutely of few countries within the total number of reports, and other countries have higher reporting. Not all the countries have same reporting numbers, right? It all depends on which country it is, how much the patients are aware, how much the healthcare professionals are aware, what is the reporting criteria, or how easy it is for patient or healthcare professional to report. So it depends on multiple factors. So there is disproportionate representation of the reporting. Some countries have very good reporting numbers, some countries don't have so much good reporting numbers. It's all depend on the awareness. And for the same, WHO UMC also conduct a lot of webinars, lot of online. They release so many so many letters, so many medical journals where they can make public more and more aware about this adverse event reporting and how important it is. Yeah, so this is all about Vigibase, that is वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा डेटाबेस इन फार्माकोविजिलेंस में है विजीबेस. सो वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा डेटाबेस इन फार्माकोविजिलेंस इज विजीबेस, विच इज WHO ग्लोबल डेटाबेस containing more than 35 million reports on suspected adverse event. Now why I am saying suspected, because not all the reports which are there in 35 million all are concluded. Okay, some must be in analysis phase, some must be they are just suspecting. So that's why we always call it as more than 35 millions reports of suspected adverse event. Yes, so that's all about Vigibase. I hope you got a clear-cut idea on Vigibase, and I hope you will be able to answer this very well in your interview. And if still any doubt is there, if still any point is not clear to you, please comment below in the comment section, and I would love to read and reply each and every comment given by you. And also, if you have any suggestion on the same, that also you can put below in the comment box, and our team will read all, and we will love to reply each and every comment of you. Yeah, so with this I'm going to conclude this video. Before I conclude it, please don't forget to hit a like button. If you really think that this is a very valuable content on Vigibase, and don't forget to share it with your friends, with your colleagues, and last but not the least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yes, so with this I'm going to conclude this video on Vigibase. We'll be coming soon with some fresh next video. Till the time I come again, till that time please stay safe, aware, healthy, updated, and keep exploring new things. Have a nice day.